Obituaries are sponsored by Colonial Funeral Home and Stokes Chapel, Fair, Ray, and Perry Spencer Funeral Homes, Boone & Cook Funeral Home and Crematory.
We'll begin with 3 announcements from Ray Funeral Home. Graveside services for Pearlie Mae Williams Wagner are today at 11 o'clock at Pleasantville Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery. Graveside services for Jerry Lee Gleason Sr. are today at 3:30 at Woodland Cemetery. Betty Jane Lowe Bigelow, 85, died Wednesday. Arrangements are incomplete. James Russell Hunley, 61, died Wednesday. Arrangements are incomplete at Fair Funeral Home. Private services will be held today for Carrie O'Neill Welch of Madison at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Madison. Public viewing for Artis Broadnax of Eden will be held tomorrow from 1 until 7 at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Eden. The family will have a private service. Public viewing for Mark Archer of Reedsville is tomorrow from 1 until 7 at Perry Spencer Funeral Home in Eden. Eugene Early Mac McDowell IV, 50, of Eden, died Tuesday. A service of remembrance will be held Saturday at First Presbyterian Church at 2 o'clock, where he was a member, Reverend Peter Smith officiating. The family will receive friends at 1 and other times at the residence. He was born in Greensboro and was a truck driver for Averett Express. Survivors, wife Sherry Lynn Johnson McDowell of the home, children Jessa Rexroad and Brittany, Jonathan Rexroad and fiancée Ashley of Eden, sisters Julie McDowell Townsend and Tony, Betsy McDowell Cooper and Tommy of Candler, and 1 grandchild. Memorial contributions may be directed to the ALS Foundation. Boone & Cook Funeral Home is serving the family. We have these announcements from Colonial Funeral Home. Graveside services for Nancy Smith Lawson are today at 4 o'clock at Matthews Chapel United Methodist Church Cemetery. Casey Diane Bybee, 38, died Tuesday. The family will receive friends this evening from 6 until 8 at Colonial Funeral Home and other times at 1060 River Road, Stoneville. Funeral services are tomorrow at 2 o'clock with interment in Mayodan Municipal Cemetery. She was born in Eden. In addition to her mother, Rhonda Bullins Bybee, survivors include siblings Joey Bybee and Anna, Nikki Bybee and Jamie, and Kevin Bybee. The family extends their appreciation to the staff at Jacobs Creek Nursing and Rehabilitation for their care and compassion. Healing begins at Roselawn Memorial Gardens, Ashley Loop, Reedsville, and at Reedlawn Cemetery, Barn Street, Reedsville. Follow us on Facebook, Roselawn Memorial Gardens and Reedlawn Cemetery.